Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Said Dan channel. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basic. Ripple CTO disproves the belief that XRP hit an all-time high of $3.84. Yes, that's right. One of the creators of XRP says, actually, XRP never did hit that all-time high of $3.84. Completely misleading. Now, I will say this at the outset of the video, because this is on the topic of a price disparity from region to region. Now, of course, that's always going to be the case. That's the reason that there are arbitrage opportunities. And there's little variances from here to there, but the discrepancies in price from one region to the next are very small because people watch that stuff. And if something's cheaper somewhere else or it's more expensive elsewhere, well, people trade accordingly, right? So given that's the case, I had always wondered, even recently, I asked out loud, because I don't pretend to know everything, but I noted that in a recent video, the South Korean demand for XRP has been tremendous. You know, dating back to even when I jumped into crypto, that was already the case back then at the end of 2017. In South Korea, gigantic. I mean, the reason that XRP hit the all-time high that it did is in no small part to that. Now, as far as the reasons for why they're that interested in it, I don't know for sure. I mean, obviously, XRP is incredible from a technological perspective. But one thing I still didn't understand until David Schwartz cleared it up here is why there was such a large discrepancy in price. Why was it why was it trading at such a premium, allegedly, or why did it seem to, just for this one market, whereas with other markets, it kind of flattens out thanks to arbitrage? Well, David Schwartz actually answered that, so now we don't have to wonder anymore. And then separately, I also wanted to talk about a little separate topic just for fun. And you guys can answer for yourselves if you care to. What is your exit price for XRP? Because there's an XRP community member who put out a poll, and I'm going to share with you what my ideal target is, and we'll see how sloppy things go if I end up hitting it, or there's a number of things that can go wrong potentially. And we don't know for sure how high XRP is going to go when it does finally hit a new all-time high and enter price discovery again. But I'll share with you my thoughts and why I personally am doing what I'm doing. It's an interesting topic, and there's no, there's no perfect answer. Everybody's gonna be in a different position and have different goals. So nobody could really be wrong for wanting whatever it is that they want necessarily. It really is just truly subjective. But before going further ado, to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so I'll note here that if you look at CoinMarketCap's website, this is their XRP page. The all-time high, according to CoinMarketCap, is $3.84. If you go to Live Coin Watch, they report that the all-time high price for XRP was $3.92. And so the way that they pull data and report, it's going to be slightly different. That's why there's a small discrepancy there. I don't really care as much about that. But I just wanted to note that before jumping into the conversation in case anybody might be confused. And so David Schwartz shared the following on Twitter. He wrote that $3.84 is a misleading number because it includes Korean exchange rates valuing the won at the official exchange rate, which you could not actually get. It was never possible to actually get $3.84 for one XRP. Due to South Korean capital restrictions, currency trapped in South Korea is not worth as much as currency elsewhere. So you had to pay a lot more of it to buy assets that could freely leave the region. This led to artificially high prices for many cryptocurrencies. See, now that is interesting. I had never heard this explanation anywhere before, and I had questioned out loud on this channel many times over the years, like, why is it that there's such a premium over there? Well, there you go. David Schwartz had the answer. I've never seen anyone answer that damn question before, so I was very excited to see that, and I wanted to share that with you. And then somebody who goes by the name Sir Clown Sniper responded to David Schwartz and wrote, still traded at $3.84, and that's a fact. Exchange prices vary. And David Schwartz came back disagreeing. David Schwartz said to Sir Clown Sniper the following: it did not trade at $3.84 because won in South Korea are worth less than won outside the region. But the price for won outside the region was used. That $3.84 number is just wrong and does not accurately state the value traded. So look, I don't know why they reported it the way they did, but that's the answer. I'll take David Schwartz at his word on that. I just found it genuinely interesting because, again, I'd never heard that before. And I've asked out loud many times on my channel, like, why the hell is that? Well, there we go. And then there's this, to the next topic here. XRP community member Frecky, who, by the way, actually does have a financial background, has been working in finance for some time. He's been in crypto since 2011, actually. He put out a poll on Twitter, and he asked, what's your exit price / goal for XRP? And then in parentheses, he wrote, on average blended for the bulk of your XRP, 75 to 90%. So he's trying to get at where he's selling most of your XRP. And there are 4 options here. The first one is $1.50 to $5. And the response for that was 9.2%. And this is at the time, the poll's still going, actually. There's currently 1,278 votes. And so 9.2% of voters said, yep, we're going to sell vast majority of our XRP at $1.50 to $5. And then there's the second bucket, $5.01 to $9.99. And then 23.2% responded yes to that. Then there's the next bucket, $10 to $20. And 28.8% responded yep. And then you have $20.01 plus, and 38.8% responded, yep, that's where I'm going to be selling the bulk of my XRP. And so you can already see on the screen what I wrote and what I voted, and this is in line with what I've been saying for a very, very, very long time. And, you know, it's subject to, like, there could be a lot of moving parts and things to consider, which is why I don't know for sure exactly when I'm going to start selling, because there's a lot of other factors, what's excuse me, where are we at in terms of market cycle? What's the rest of crypto looking like? There are other things that I'll be considering before making a firm decision, but I do have a general idea of what I want. That I've actually known for some time. If XRP hits $5.70, that for me would result in a ridiculous amount of money, a ridiculous profit, and it's at just this particular milestone. I don't want to say what it is because I don't really care sharing how much XRP I have, and this is all subjective. But and also some people are expecting to make more money from their XRP investment than me, and that's fine. So like to me, what I'm saying is a ton of money to me. Somebody could be trying to get, and there are people who are trying to get probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times more than me. And okay, fine. That's why I'm saying subjective to me, this is a lot, and I'm intentionally keeping it vague. But so I voted in that $5.01 to $9.99 bucket, and then I wrote to Frecky and I said, $5.70 would get me to the profit level I want with XRP. Realistically, I'll sell a chunk before that level and after that price level, hoping for it to average out to roughly that price point or higher. It's unlikely I would be holding any XRP at all by the time it's about $10. And to be honest with you, probably sooner than that. I mean, if XRP starts creeping up past $6 and then past $7 and then it's approaching $8, I mean, by the time we're getting to $8, I'm probably already completely out, to be honest with you. And look, I made a decision to just buy what to me is a ton of XRP so that I wouldn't have to wait through multiple market cycles. You know, once it pops, and then I'll have enough to where it's sufficiently life-changing. And so I expanded upon this further because somebody named Ivan wrote to me and said, $5.70 is nowhere in the charts, Mr. Lambo. I've seen $4.50, $7, $10, $11. You know, Fibonacci and that things. Why did you pick that number? And Frecky actually responded with what I would have written had I gotten to it first. And so Frecky wrote, you pick numbers based on personal goals and exit points, without moving goalposts just because you dollar cost averaged more tokens. He kept his liquidity goals and dollar cost averaged over years, versus buying more and moving goals up just because you have more tokens. I do the same. So his original goal might have been, for example, $10, $15, etc. But by dollar cost averaging and accumulating in bear markets, you can lower your liquidity, USD/Euro, goals substantially. Example, now $5.70 for Moon Lambo. And I wrote in response to that, this is 100% correct. There was a time many years ago where my exit goal would have been much higher, but I accumulated over time along with a few larger purchases. And now my exit goal is way lower. That's the reason I kept buying XRP, so that I could sell soon. So, if you had asked me years ago, like, what would I think I need to get something meaningful out of my XRP? I can't remember it, to be honest with you, exactly, but I know I had various numbers when I had way less XRP. I had various different numbers in my head. And so I don't know if it might have been closer to like $20 per XRP or 25 or maybe something more up there. But then I just kept buying and buying and buying. I was dollar cost averaging for a number of years, and it followed by finally some larger purchases at the tail end and later part of 2020. And then so once I was there, it's not the case that I'm going to keep that say it was a $20 goal. Well, I'm not going to keep my desired price at $20 when I hold many more times XRP. No. That allows me to sell sooner than I otherwise would have been able to. That was the point. I can get out of the market sooner and have the life-changing wealth. I'm not going to just have. It was never the intent for me to buy way more XRP without changing the price at which I'd sell. No, I want to be able to do this with just one more market cycle after a new all-time highs hit, which I think would have happened a couple years ago, to be honest with you, if not for Kim Jong-un's not Kim, he wasn't in charge at the time, but you know what I'm saying. With Jay Clayton, that little prick. So that is the way that I was looking at it. But yeah, my goals used to be way higher. I just ended up buying way more. And so it got to the point where there's this particular nice clean number that it would be if I sold all of my XRP at $5.70. But again, to get to that, just like I dollar cost averaging over time, so I bought XRP at many different price points, I'm going to sell at many different price points, with this particular number in mind. So maybe I would start selling some, as it's approaching, who knows, maybe $5 or I don't know, maybe as low as $4. I can do whatever the hell I want. But so I'll start selling little bits, tiny percentages. And then by the time it gets up to that $5.70 zone, and then especially as it creeps up even higher past that, then I'm going to be very enticed to sell at that point, finally, after all these years. So if we ever get those price levels, which, I placed my bet, there's no guarantee. I mean, maybe it all goes to zero, fine, there's risk in this. But should we get those levels, which I think the answer is going to be yes at some point, that's what I'm going to be doing. There's a reason. And so his XRP is my largest individual holding in crypto by a lot. And then there is also this. Somebody named Constantinos wrote to me and said, why would you sell it all? No long-term bag, i.e. 10 years? And I wrote, nope. After a huge rally, I expect the price to crash substantially. At that point, I would dollar cost average back into XRP. At such a high price level, I couldn't justify holding it after waiting over half a decade for that level. Yeah, so again, just because I sell off my XRP, it doesn't mean that I don't think it's long-term viable. It means that I'm following through with the plan that I've had in place, for over half a decade. That's what I'm doing. Doesn't mean I think that XRP is not long-term viable. It means that I understand that market cycles are a thing, and if XRP shoots up that fast, that quickly, it's going to go back down, just like any other crypto on the planet, including Bitcoin. That's just what happens. So at that point, yeah. I mean, so almost all of my profits, that's going to go into other stuff. That's been my plan. More traditional investments could be real estate, can be, index funds, stuff like that, boring stuff. And then, you take a little bit of it, I guess, put that back into crypto. Or I could just take all of my new money that I continue to make and then just buy more XRP with that. Because I would buy more XRP, but I would wait for the price to crash. And then I just go through another cycle or two. And then at some point I'd be enticed to sell that too. That's my plan in a general sense. Then somebody else wrote to me named Gust Flater. I'm sure I'm butchering the name. Sorry, I don't know how to say it. Not intentional. But he says, so you don't plan for the non-zero chance the price won't drop and you're priced out? Okay. And then he's got a little shrug emoji. So he thinks that there's a possibility that after XRP shoots up to those types of levels that it just won't crash. I don't think that's remotely reasonable. No disrespect. Okay, not trying to be rude. I don't think there's a chance in hell that would happen. And so I wrote, if XRP doesn't crash at some point after hitting a new all-time high, that will be the first time in history. Won't happen. But if I'm wrong, I don't care, because at this point, I'll already have accumulated life-changing wealth. I'll be happy regardless. And that's true. If I'm actually, and I won't be wrong, but if I'm wrong and XRP doesn't crash down, so I won't have a chance to buy it again cheaper, then okay, but I already got what I wanted out of it. So what the hell do I care at that point? I'm fine. And then Frecky responded to me and said, correct. Plus, let's say you make $5 million. You take $4 million and diversify into other assets. Those assets will be easy volatility versus crypto. You have no emotion now. So you throw that in stocks, bonds, alts, real estate. Take that last 1 million and prepare for the next bear. Then 5 to 10x that $1 million. You can do the same with $1 million, net of tax, of course. Carve off 10 to 20%. For the next bear market, $100,000 to $200,000 for future crypto bear market. Lock up 80% for regular / conservative growth. Then you aren't blowing up your financial plan or losing most of your hard-earned crypto profits. Yep, spot on. So that's in a general sense what I'm going to do. So I don't know for sure if I'll take any of the profits and put it back into crypto. I may just use new money because I'm always earning money. But either way, yes, I'm going to continue to purchase crypto. I don't know why I'd stop doing that. But I don't know. I think it's a fun conversation because everybody always has different takes on this. And then some people just think that I sound ridiculous when I'm talking about selling at some people think are levels that are too low. I'm like, no, bro, you don't understand how much money I put into this. You don't know what my holdings are. You don't know what my goals are. Your goals could be way more ambitious than mine. Maybe you want to have like way higher dollar amounts in terms of profits than I think. Because understand that when I'm considering what I want from XRP, I'm also considering the rest of my own personal situation in terms of net worth. So there's other aspects to my financial life, which I'm not bringing up here, which is impacting how much I feel I need to get from crypto. And the more I have elsewhere, the more I feel like I need to get from crypto. So that's just another consideration here, which is why, again, there is no perfect answer. It really is subjective. It's whatever the hell you think is best for you, basically. And we'll see what happens. And nothing is guaranteed here anyway, but just in a general sense, this is what I think. This is what I'm going to be going for. But yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep being patient, whatever it takes, because as far as I'm concerned, I think that this is the most probable outcome. Eventually we get up there. And again, it's just so unfortunate because I think that this would have already happened a couple of years ago, instead of hitting a high of $2, a couple years ago, why wouldn't we have hit it? Because again, XRP is the only top 10 crypto that didn't hit a new all-time high last market cycle. It's the only one. It was also the only one being attacked by the SEC. How about that? Is that a coincidence? No. So I think we would have already seen this stuff. So it's delayed, but it does make you wonder with how much more money's flowing into crypto, how much bigger could it be? So I don't know. You all can scream at me in the comment section below, tell me why I'm wrong and stupid. No, seriously, I do like, to have thoughtful, critiques, in terms of my approach, just because I do think it's an interesting and fun topic, but I still will stand by my idea that it's going to be different for everyone, and people need to be accepting of that. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.